We're going to cool off right now with the folks from Adirondack Distilling Company. It's Jordan and Bruce with a brand new gin we're going to try. Guys, who's going first over there? Jordan?
Sure.
Yeah, with your Mets hat on. You should be happy. They won yesterday.
First place.
First place.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Full circle ninth inning.
You said you're from Long Island. Now, did you live near Flushing or not?
Not far.
Yeah.
Nassau County. So yeah, went to the 86 ticker tape parade. So
ooh,
yeah,
nice.
they haven't been the same since 2000 when they lost the World Series to the Yankees, but I'll take it. First place in August.
Sure, they're doing well. They got those long-haired pitchers on their staff this year.
DeGrom's pretty good.
He is. He pitched well yesterday.
Yeah,
So what are we trying out here today?
So we have a new product coming out tomorrow at the distillery. It's barrel-aged gin. It's our gin that we stick in our old bourbon barrels that we have laying around the distillery.
Noticed it's not white. It's
nope, it's brown.
Brown.
Yeah, to be bourbon, barrel can only be used once. So we have a lot of old bourbon barrels hanging around the distillery, and we said to ourselves one day, what can we do with these? And, you know, you can sell them, you can do a lot of different things, and Bruce came up with the idea of, why don't we stick some gin in the barrel, because he's the gin person.
Okay.
Is this a normal morning practice before 8 a.m. here to get to get the shot glasses out?
No, I don't think so. Wouldn't go very far for that.
Now,
for the day that way.
Bruce, why are you the quote-unquote gin person? What makes you a gin person?
Well, gin is my favorite spirit, and we opened the distillery. My one thing was that I said, I want to make the gin. So our award-winning gin is my recipe. It took us quite a while to come up with that, and then actually quite a while to make it work in the distillery itself. And so it's considered my product. That's why.
Great. And Jordan, are you like a whiskey guy or some other kind of beverage?
Yeah, I'm a brown spirits person, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
I like the aged stuff.
All right. And then you guys have other kinds of spirits there as well?
Yeah, we have an award-winning vodka. It's won 7 international awards. The 80K gin also, which has won awards, a white whiskey and a bourbon as well. So bourbon's just been unbelievably taken off, and we only entered in one competition. It's already won a silver medal, so in San Francisco.
Well, congratulations.
Thank
you guys
you.
are making quite an impact already with the Adirondack Distilling Company, which is only, 3 years old, did we say?
About, yeah.
Yeah.
2.5.
Yeah. When's the big birthday, by the way?
The big birthday is November 2nd.
Well, let's write that one down on our calendar, Jay. We expect another visit from them then.
One to celebrate, right?
Exactly.
Is that rum cake? Do we get rum cake?
We can't make rum.
No, okay.
Yeah, we're New York State. You can't make sugar cane in New York State. So
Is
no
that
rum.
right? So
Yeah.
it's just because of the climate here that won't
Yeah,
work?
so we're considered a farm distillery, even though we're on the corner of Varick Street. And so to be a farm distillery, you must produce products that's 76% New York State product, not including water, by the way. So rum being a sugarcane product, there's not a lot of sugar grown in New York State.
Hard to compete with the islands with that.
A
when
little
it comes
bit,
to that
a little
one, I
bit,
guess,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But that's interesting because those are just some of the twists and things that we face here in New York State, and that's kind of what we're talking about today. Some new laws, some new guidelines that I would say benefit you folks.
Yeah, I think the state recognizes the growth in the industry with farm breweries, wineries, distilleries, just because we sort of click all the boxes for the state, meaning, we use 100% New York State corn in all of our products. So all the corn comes from 100 miles of our distillery in Utica. So we help the farmers out who grow the corn. We are obviously creating jobs. So there's, we're paying income tax, there's sales tax, obviously excise tax in terms of producing. So, and in tourism, agritourism is a growing industry. So, from tours and sales tax to helping farmers out, we sort of are a really good place for New York State. So I think the state recognizes that, and that's why you're seeing all of these new initiatives.
Talking to the folks from the Adirondack Distilling Company here on the Talk of the Town at 100.7 FM WUTQ. And Varick Street has continued to grow. Has that been helping you guys out as well?
Yeah, absolutely. We see growth every year and new businesses coming down there. We're excited for the winery that's opening down the street, hopefully very shortly. So anything that brings people down to Varick Street that haven't been there in a while, it benefits all of us on the street.
Looks like you've got some plastic shot glasses there. I don't think I've ever seen ones like that. Bruce, what are those exactly? And does this get built into the cost of running a distillery?
These are our sample glasses that we use. One of the things New York State allows us to do is to give people free taste of our products. And as you are now sampling the Old Oak Gin, And it's a really nice thing, so people can actually taste it before they purchase it, so they know what they're getting.
What's considered to be a taste, and when do you cross the line between a taste and too much?
New York says we can give you 3 1/3 of an ounce taste, so you can have an ounce of free alcohol in 24 hours.
All right, and is this what did you just give us? How much did you pour right here? Is this
About a third?
about a third? So we can have 2 more of these.
You could have 2 more of those.
Is this under the new guidelines of what we're talking about? Because I know what they're saying here is you're able to, and manufacturers are able to provide samples without the actual distillery president, or...
Yeah, well, we've always been allowed to sample. So we've been allowed to sample on premise, meaning that even in the past, someone coming to the distillery can taste. But now the new initiatives helps us out with, let's say, a farmer's market. So we can sell at farmers markets and sample at farmers markets. We have a retail location at Destiny USA too, which is part of the new law too. So we can sample at Destiny USA. So somebody coming, and who needs a break from shopping can come and sample bourbon and buy a bottle right there. So all of these little initiatives help the small manufacturer in New York State versus the big companies out there that you can only find them in a liquor store, bar, or restaurant. We in New York State again recognizes that the small producers are the ones that are going to grow and innovate the industry and help New York State. So they've allowed us to be innovative in where we can sell and where we can sample.
By the way, 7:49 on the Talk of the Town, and I've had my first sample here of gin. I can't remember. This is bringing me back to my college days. All that's missing maybe is a bowl of cornflakes with some beer in
a
it.
Hot Pocket.
Exactly. So this is the latest product from the distillery guys, is that right? And is there anything in the works? Like, are you cooking up new ideas all the time for different types of beverages?
We're cooking up things all the time. This product will be released Thursday and Friday and Saturday at the distillery from 9 to 7 and Saturday 12 to 4 at the distillery. Just available at the distillery. Yeah, we're working on some new things, single malt whiskey, also possibly some other products out there that have maybe some maple in them. We'll sort of tease you about that. Always cooking the new things up.
What about marijuana-infused alcoholic beverages? Are there any like that? I know that the laws are changing with regard to growing marijuana for medicinal purposes and dispensing it, and that's been a big hot topic recently.
There's a lot of marijuana in vodka in Europe.
Is that right?
It's very prevalent there. We don't have any products like that in the United States, and I'm not sure how those laws will go, but no, that's not part of our radar right now.
Didn't think so. Mostly just
Hey, things are loosening up here. The governor's working with you guys. So, and with that, I know, Jordan, you have a great space down on Varick Street. Some of us may remember as the old Metro there. So it had the size of a dance club or a club, if you will. And with this, you're able to maybe offer some more products. Will that start to come into fruition with you guys?
Yeah, we're actually, what's interesting is it was a big space, and we're quickly running out of space in terms of production and adding tanks and things like that. So
Bruce must be working hard over there.
We're all working hard, believe me. So we're always thinking about new ideas, and most of them are on the napkin and stay there. This is one of those that made it through the gauntlet of rigorous testing and whatnot. So yeah, we're really proud of it because not a lot of people have ever had a barrel-aged gin because it really doesn't exist in most places. And
the oak flavoring that we're getting from this, how old are these oak barrels that you're using here?
So the barrels once housed our 601 bourbon, and then the gin is aged for anywhere from about 16 to 24 weeks, depending on what the batch is. I mean, the cool thing about spirits is and aging in a building that's like ours is we're up to the temperature and the humidity outside. I mean, a batch is done when it's done. There's no egg timer down there. It says ding, it's done. It's not like baking cookies.
Right.
We have to. One of the hardest parts of the job is tasting every week and making sure that things are progressing. So it's done when we decide it's done. It's not really. It's scientific, but there's an art to it too.
All right. Hey, thanks for stopping by, guys. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.